Welcome back to the channel. I am Jesse with Jesse Does It, and today we're gonna do what else? Work on the Mustang. Yes, I know. Hopefully you're not getting sick of this because I'm not. But we're gonna add some spark to the equation here. Let's upgrade our ignition. Let's take a look at what we got. So I'm running the factory distributor with points, and yes, it works fine, but I think it's time to make it a little bit more powerful. So we got Pertronix Flame Thrower here, and the Flame Thrower 2 coil. Also have some Moroso Spark plug wires here, and we are going to make this simple swap today. Nothing crazy, nothing special, but let's make some progress to it, shall we? So I'm going to find top dead center on cylinder 1. Gonna line up the cap, the rotor on the inside pointing towards cylinder 1, and hopefully put a mark down there because I have no timing marks. Pull the distributor out, pull the coil off, put the new one in, swap, bing, bang, bomb, boom, and done, right? Simple, easy. Let's hope it goes that way. Stay tuned. All right, so I've got the motor at top dead center on cylinder 1. And we pull this cap off. Cylinder 1 is right here, and the rotor is pointing right to there. So pop this out of the way for now. And like I said, it's pointing right towards where cylinder 1 was. Try to take a few pictures to get this thing as best as possible put back in the same spot. Pull the coil out because we don't need that right now. So next step is to get the distributor out. Yeah, that's plenty out of the way for now. Let's pull this out and be right back. Looks basically the same. I am going to put some lube on this. So let me grab that real quick and then I'll be right back. Alright, so remember we were pointing basically at the 1:30 o'clock with the vacuum advance facing forward. So we're going to try and put this back in the same spot. Wires out of the way. So I'm going to fight with this and be back when it's done. Alright, so I got it in. It's still pointing where I want it to. I realized that that does not matter. I basically can put cylinder 1 wherever I want cylinder 1 to be. However, it's where I want it to be. This is going to work great. I did snip some of the wires. I figured out where this goes. The positive from the distributor goes on the positive of the coil, and then the ignition wire from up front goes on top of that, and then the ground goes to the ground just like before. So I'm working on wiring right now, getting that all done. Vacuum advance goes here. Now when we set the timing, we're going to have the vacuum advanced unplugged. So basically all that's left is to kind of finish up the wiring, put the new spark plug wires in the correct order that they go, and go from there. So we'll be back after that. All right, so we've got the wiring all done, cleaned up, wire loom on. It's time for spark wires. So I'm going to start in the back, work my way forward on both sides, and take one wire at a time and just do it from there. So I'm going to get that lined up. I don't see how I can screw this up too bad. As long as I know cylinder 1 is going to be right there underneath of the rotor on this, and this is going to line up just like this. It has a spot, 2 little notches that it sits in. So cylinder 1 is right here where it was before. From there, it looks like I have to cut the coil wire to size. No big deal. That's easy. And then we can try firing it up and see how it goes. All right, so the wires are all on. Everything's plumbed. It's not put away for permanent, but it's good enough to, I think, fire it up and see how we do. Yeah, I think that's what time it is. I think it's time to fire it up and see how it goes. So let's do that now. Spark plug 1 is back in. The distributor is where I think it should be, close enough to where it should run. From there, we're gonna make some little tweaks, but let's fire it up and see how that goes. Not that bad, actually. So I've got my timing light on here. And I don't know if you can see, but there's a tiny white line. That's where I timed this prior when I did the intake. So I'm pretty close to where I was last time. It sounds like it's idling happy. I'm gonna take it for a rip and see how that goes. All right, here we go. Feels normal. Basically at this point I'm making sure that the timing is not crazy off, that I haven't lost a whole bunch of power, that the engine sounds weird, that it's knocking or ticking or anything like that. I'm just literally going around the block one time real quick, and so far from what I can tell, everything seems great. Got a bunch of traffic in front of me. Come on. We're idling a little high. Didn't stall out there when I let off the clutch. Let's get some power, shall we? Yeah, feels good. So I'm gonna bring it back, put it back in the driveway, cinch everything down, make sure everything is good to go. And then we might go for a little bit longer run. All right, so one last final look at everything here. I think it's a pretty clean install. I do like the little bit of silver and black. I definitely like the black wires better. The Moroso looks cool. Flame thrower, I didn't go with chrome on that. I went with black, honestly, just because it was the cheapest of the two. But yeah, I'm gonna go run it for a good little bit. Make sure that there is no issues. I did tighten up the distributor. It is now solid and where it goes. Make sure all the plug wires are where they go and everything's all buttoned down. So I'm very stoked on this. The install wasn't bad at all, probably less than an hour. And that was with me kind of tinkering around and fighting around with some stuff. Let's go for a drive, shall we? Yeah. All right, we're idling just fine. We're right around 850, 900. That's pretty much where it was before. So idle is good. Let's go for a rip around the block and see how she rolls. I don't think I'm gonna, oh gosh, that squeaking steering wheel is gonna be the death of me. So with all this, I guess, addition, modification, squeaky steering wheel, That would be third gear. I'm not expecting a massive difference in performance. I know going into this that it wasn't going to make this thing super fast. This is just a more reliable system. It does have better spark. It should make the car run better. Is it going to be noticeable feel? I don't think so. I think it's going to just be something that's worry-free. No more having to worry about eventually the points might cause issues for me. It's going to just be reliable. As soon as I turn the key, it's got spark and power every single time. That was the main goal here. So I'm just going to drive it around, make sure everything feels nice and good, and then I'll put it away and wrap up this video. On the squeaky steering wheel, basically I installed a new turn signal switch last week, and light's green. I must have over tightened the steering wheel because it didn't squeak like that before. So anyways, let's go. Alright, like I said, I'm not going to expect crazy big difference in performance. However, there was a flat spot kind of in the middle of the RPM range where it did seem to hesitate prior to this. Now that could just be a little bit difference in timing, but I think it's more so that the spark is more powerful and that it is now burning off all the fuel as much as it's getting. So I definitely feel a difference. Pretty sweet. Oh man, we went to Cars and Coffee this morning, got home, had some good time with the family at Cars and Coffee. It was freezing cold, probably about 35 degrees when we got there. Good time meeting some new people and talking to some other ones that we already knew. But I got home and wanted to knock out something quick and easy. I've had this sitting in my garage for a little bit, so it was a great project to do. Now it's time to go home, clean up, and spend some more time with the family. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a like, subscribe, all the good stuff, comment. I love those. Appreciate it big time. And as always, I am Jesse with Jesse Does It. Until the next project. Peace.